I don't care what time it is there. We need the proposal here. Tight. Even the footnotes. Here for the meeting at 10.
What happens if we increase quotas for the Minneapolis region? What does that do to the forecast? I don't know. I'd have to refigure the whole plan. You give me till tomorrow? We don't have till tomorrow, Ed.
Well, this can't be right, Sandy. My plane leaves at 11:30, and I don't get to Denver until 7:30? I better call the travel agency.
And tell Creighton we're on with the RLD people for 2 o'clock.
He's not here. He's at the dentist.
All right, I'll tell him myself later when I see him. Oh, and Sharon, did we receive the payroll figures?
No, because of the holiday, they haven't arrived yet.
Look, I know it's not your fault, but what am I supposed to do? I need this information now.
To make decisions, you need information.
I'll check in with you later.
Information that is accurate, up to date,
All right.
and in a form you can use. The question is, how do you get it?
Oh, here's the revised budget, Tom.
Thanks, Ricky. Sorry about all the changes.
I don't know what kind of company you have, big or small, but I do know you probably need a lot of information to make it all work. A good deal of typing to do. Memos, correspondence, budgets, form letters, reports and documents to revise because people make changes. An IBM Displaywriter can help you with all that. It sure helps me. It prints out what I need. And we have the capability to access outside information sources, such as airline schedules. Pretty fancy for a small office like this, huh?
Oh, Ricky, about that flight tomorrow afternoon to Houston, what'd you find out?
Let me see, I've got it right here. There's one at 1:50 direct to Houston. You get a snack.
I'll take it.
The flight or the snack?
Both.
Think just any word processor can do that? The IBM Display Writer is also a communication system that brings data from the outside world right into your office. It also creates graphics to help you analyze information quickly. Tom, here are the charts you need for the budget meeting in Houston.
You're amazing, Ricky.
The Display Writer's amazing. Me? I'm hungry. Lunchtime. I'm going to lunch, Lee. While I'm out, the Display Writer keeps on working, either as a word processor or a communication system, even as a way to tackle lots of data processing jobs. Lee uses it to help with bookkeeping, payroll, billing. Before we got the Display Writer, I used to eat lunch at my desk at least once a week. No more. See you in an hour, Lee. Bye.
Get a new car.
That's what I'm thinking.
Hey, you want to talk about work?
Not especially.
One question.
Okay.
What if we reduce the inventory, 225,000? What happens?
It's hard to say.
Well, how soon before we can get an answer?
About 30 minutes after we get to the office.
Good morning. Debbie, could you go to that data that you've got on diskette and give me a printout? Rogers wants an update on sales by 2:20.
Okay.
It really doesn't matter if yours is a 4 or 5 person office or a company with 4 or 5 locations. The Display Writer can fit productively into most any environment.
Please? We need to add the new inventory data to this proposal. Can you put it together for me? Sure. One thing the Display Writer has done for us is let us take a basic workstation like this and tap the greater computer power of other systems in our company. That's economy. The Display Writer emulates a 3270 terminal, so it can take data directly from our business computer and merge it with text to produce a complete, accurate document.
You want to see what happens if we change that number?
Yes.
Look.
Not bad.
The Display Writer is also a great tool for managers who need data to make calculations. forecast sales and budget, and manage information to make decisions.
Good, good. Now say we bring this down to, say, 4 million. What happens then? That's it. That's what we go with.
Here's the customer proposal with the new inventory figures.
Thanks. Maybe what the Displaywriter does best is help people become more productive.
Yeah, I know the sun's shining in San Francisco, but it's snowing like crazy back here. Anyway, we're sending out the new sales figures today. Herb says you need them, snow or no snow.
What can the Displaywriter do for a big company? Well, for one thing, it's designed to be part of a larger information network throughout our whole operation.
Well, have you looked over the sales forecast for the final report, Pete? I did, and there are a couple of things that I'd like to talk to you about before we send it off to Herb. In fact, do you have a minute now? Okay, good. This area seems to work well now.
It sure does, Pete. The figures we put in the forecast this morning did the job.
This will do it.
The Displaywriter can also access our company's host computer and give our managers the information they need right on the spot.
Fran, Evan signed off on that report. Transmit a copy to Brian in New York and Herb in Chicago, and then as soon as they approve, we'll need 20 copies for our meeting here. Okay.
The Displaywriter is versatile. By connecting it to our host computer and to other IBM equipment like the 6670 and the 5520, the Displaywriter distributes information from one office to another, and it does it faster and usually more economically than mail or courier services. Copies can be sent down the hall or across the country.
I'm back from lunch. Lee did her billing and covered the phones for me. Well, I guess by now you realize the Displaywriter is more than just another word processor. Mr. Devine wants to add these figures to the report you're doing. Says he needs it today. We'll do it.
Need us revised, Ricky. Also charts for the sales meeting.
We'll get them for you. Me and my Displaywriter. There's nothing like it. It's my friend.